I just I just spent 15,000 euros on a mastermind. What the fuck is wrong with me? Look, I know what you're thinking. Why the hell are you paying all this money to even go to a mastermind? And what the fuck even is a mastermind? And if I could just go back 1 year ago, I'd be thinking the exact same thing you're thinking. But I promise I'm not stupid and they actually work. I'm flying up to Ireland for a mastermind this weekend, and I just wanted to take you guys with me to show you exactly what they are, how much value you can get from them, and how they actually changed my life. Over the past year, I've spent over 50,000 euros on coaches, courses, masterminds, and if it wasn't working, I wouldn't be here today. I just arrived in Dublin, about to go on another mastermind this weekend, and I just wanted to be able to show you guys exactly what masterminds are, how they help me level up in my business, so you can see for yourself. I'm going to show you exactly how masterminds changed my life, so that you can see the benefit of them yourself and see how maybe it can help you do the same thing. So what's a mastermind, and why are you paying ridiculous amounts of money to actually be here? And why can't you just learn all this stuff on YouTube, right? But masterminds are a completely different game. Right? It's not about some tips and tricks you learn, because you do talk about the business stuff, but the most important thing and the biggest takeaways for me was that it's the people you meet, it's the conversations you have, it's the ideas that are created. When I went to my first mastermind, the things I learned from there, the conversations I had, the people I met, and the things that I learned enabled me to actually come up with the idea to start a new company and change my life. And I made back that 10,000 I invested in that mastermind within the first 2 weeks of going back home. And for me, there's two main reasons why they work so well. Think about the biggest problem you have in your business right now, in your business, in your life, whatever it may be. And imagine being able to go to the top person in your space who understands your problems, who's been through them before, and they can tell you, stop what you're doing, you're wasting your time, just do this one thing. That sort of advice saved 2 years of my life. That sort of advice allowed me to start up new businesses. And that sort of advice allowed me to develop the skills and the knowledge I needed to take my businesses to the next level. And the other thing is just surrounding yourself with winners. People who are paying a ridiculous amount of money to be in this room are at a certain caliber in their business. There are certain type of individuals that can invest in themselves, that believe in themselves. And people who are achieving success you could never even dream of are just people like you and me. And it just makes you realize that being around these people helps you get motivated, helps you have the right mindset, pushes you forward, and just levels you up as a person entirely. The reason I'm making this video and I'm talking to a camera right now is mad to me. If you told me a couple of months ago I'd be doing this, I would have laughed in your face. But I went to a mastermind a couple of months ago and I realized this is the thing I need to be doing to grow my business, to be a better communicator, and to learn a skill I was scared of.
Cheers, my man.
I
don't know him that well. Did you tell the truth?
I think it was, for me, the gift part was amazing, because like I have people who like close $1 million worth of sales. I could just send a gift for that. I think ClickFunnels do it, like the Comma Club,
Yeah, yeah.
I think you should start doing something like that as well, where it's focused on if a client hits.
The gifted around the behaviours I thought was really insightful when she.
I mean,
cancelling the tech phones, to cancel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, based on her values and based on thing.
Really
love that.
interesting
I've
approach.
said shit like that to when I've spoken to fit pros. I've just been like, why don't you just try and stand out and like send them a MyFitnessPal subscription for a year, and then send them an Aura ring, and send them this, and like just make it easy for them to succeed, but for you to track them as well. And everyone's like, oh, it's such a good idea, and no one's fucking doing it.
Yeah, because it's like the thing you push at the back. It's like fucking, it's silly because the biggest referrals you're gonna get from the customer experience you have with them. So it's like you tend putting it at the back because it's like product first, ad first.
Oh, they get unlimited calls, and they just said, well, reframe that as unlimited support.
That's amazing. Yeah,
Instead of like 5 calls, and people like I will take every single one if I was a beginner, especially. And then the playbook for employees, like they should be watching all the case studies and knowing that regardless what they do.
Just look up one I got.
I think for me the email sequences was good off the VSL. Yeah. Because I wasn't doing any of that.
Really?
I feel like
I'd think that's basic.
I know.
Like,
I feel like I have a bucket and like there's loads of fucking holes in my bucket. Like fucking lead
Yeah,
there.
but those obvious truths, right?
I know, but it's like they're so easy to fix.
Why haven't I done that
Exactly.
before?
yeah. It takes events like this to just get reminded about it. It's not like it's fucking hard, it's all basic. But
She said something super interesting, Fathom, to record your coaching course, and then you get the breakdown and you can find like the things they are thinking about,
He said
the wording.
Listen to what he does.
So every call I have, I've got a private Slack channel called Content Ideas. Obviously, I've not had one today, but these were October the 8th, and it gives me 10 content ideas based on the topic of the call, whether it's I'm firing someone, whether I'm
How do you create that?
Zapier to ChatGPT, back to Zapier to Slack.
Viewing their top 10 videos,
Yeah, that's good.
But even
inserting them in a
from-
sheet,
we had a call
and then
on
you have your content
Tuesday.
plan for the next
Exactly.
half year.
And just add so much value into it.
I just thought the takeaway about each person having a KPI was great, so that you can have something
Yeah, just
to keep them accountable about.
Camera.
Shit, boys. It gives you accountability for yourself because like I used to get so caught up into just doing the work.
Yeah,
When I forget, okay, I didn't get any leads this month, I fucked up there.
yeah,
I need to do that next week.
yeah, I understand
Or
that.
like I had 10 sales calls this week and I closed none. I'm like, fuck, my sales is off. So it just gives you a start, like what's moving
Yeah, I
the money
love that,
needed.
man.
Yeah.
Sick. And it said, what did it say? It's like, they said, imagine you're flying a plane and the pilot says, listen, the good news is we're making progress, but the bad news is we have no idea where we're going because all of the metrics, like his fuel gauge is not working, the compass is not working. So I was running my business exactly like that. I was like, yeah, we're doing well. Okay, but I had no metrics or KPIs to understand how well I was doing.
Yeah.
So it's like, understand what your KPIs are, have your scorecard every week, and understand if you're moving the money needed every week to get close to it. It's a sick
What
book,
could
man.
them KPIs be, do you think then?
So like-
Is that calls booked or just
Yeah,
total
so one's
leads?
leads generated so I can see how well my ads are working. One is amount of calls booked. I have another one called how many closed. And then I have one based on customer satisfaction, which is how long is it taking each new customer to get them to their goal. Were there any complaints? Like how many customer support do you have to deal with? Issues? And yeah, those are the main ones I focus on. So I have a scorecard for my CSM, a scorecard for myself, which is like the sales and marketing. And then every Monday we review that to understand like, okay, did I get closer? What's lacking? I need to spend more on ads. My ads not working. So I can know like, okay, this is what the one thing I need to focus on this week to get me closer to where I want to go.
My demons, I lit them and they want the future, so we had to get them in. Double R came with umbrella, they tryna rain on my parade from the cellar. Only do beef when the farmer ain't here, got a splash that I got no vendettas. Double R came with umbrella, they tryna rain on my parade from the cellar. Only do beef when the farmer ain't here, got a splash that I got no vendettas. Yeah, Cartier frames, I'm Professor Frank. Niggas think I picked Chicago for school, I really just wanted a flex in the mink. Might take a trip to re-up on my ink. I'm on a plane in the bitter and links. Call up a Uber, I stop at the corner, I probably won't flutter that shit with the brinks. Armor no chinks, chain mail every week. String up Bojangles and keep it 3-piece. Throw me a sack and a couple of beats. Some at the gas, it's nothing to me. To get to the record and make a few pivots. My wrist on fit to my neck, have a ticket to run the neck when they hate me.
Is it good? Good service?
Yeah, amazing. For me, it was exactly what I did because I never really did direct marketing. I came from a marketing background, but I never did direct ads. So I learned that really quickly, run the ads. For the first 2 weeks, nothing worked. And then I worked with their team. I changed the headline. I changed the image. I changed the video, and boom, just everything started working. But it was just like a process of jumping on a call with them, figuring out what wasn't working, what was working, and then them helping me to actually systematically get better at the ads. So that started working, jumped on calls, and then I'm realizing, okay, I have no systems. I have no idea how to close. I've never done a one-call close. I've never done any type of closing to international clients. So I'm like, okay, I need sales training. Jumped into sales on Call Golden. I didn't have the attention I needed to actually understand what I was doing wrong. Yeah, I did learn a lot because eventually I got there. Maybe it was me not being proactive and not knowing what to look for. But I felt like the biggest problem was I was so new into sales. I didn't know what I should be looking out for myself.
Yeah.
I didn't have that guidance of like, Sam, okay, record this call.
You need someone to kick you a bit.
Yeah. You weren't giving advice. You were just dissecting problems and then just...
That's not coaching. Coaching
yeah.
is where you figure it out.
Yeah.
ego is where I tell you, and look at me. No ego coaching is where I ask you questions, you're like, oh, I get it. And one makes you learn. You know, like Russell Brunson teaches in stories.
Yeah.
That's how we learn in marketing. In sales, you learn through questions and then answering questions.
Yeah, like I was always focused on product. Like my degree is computer science. I'm a designer at trade, so all I used to focus on was just design, product.
Get you make 2 hires. Can get you to make 2 setters. Because then if they're both good. If they're one shit, you hire second.
Yeah.
And then in 4 weeks, 2 closers. Whoever's not good, you drop.
Never knew how to do that.
So what do they do?
It's like, are you double tie back, which is like, are you okay? Money aside, this is after you pitch the money.
Oh yeah, you always
So some money aside, are you 100% sure this is exactly what you need right now in your business to get the way you want to go?
After they give you the money objection.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you clarify it's only money.
Exactly.
Then you dig.
So
There's other ways. So there's one for the money.
Yeah.
And then when they say like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do it in the future. And what you do is like, this is what I do. So say to me, yeah, I'm going to do it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'll start in 2 weeks' time.
Okay, great. I'm just going to get my diary. You dropped your guard now.
Yeah.
Instantly now. And like, should we do, do you want to do a month, 3 months or 2 weeks? And when you say, no, maybe 1 month. And they'll be like, okay, so now realize you're bullshitting.
Yeah, because now it's went from 1 week to 2
Yeah.
months.
So at first work out you're bullshitting.
Okay, so you asked that question of 1 month, 2 months.
Yeah.
Just so that,
Why not like maybe do you want to do it a couple of months from now? But I'm just gonna set the call.
Wow,
And then you'll be like, yeah, maybe a month, and I'll be like, okay, and I'm gonna give you a month, not an issue. What are you gonna be thinking about in the month? And you tell me, I'm like,
okay, and
now
I found
know
the coach. Yeah, exactly. That's amazing.
So I then just agree.
That's so smart.
Anytime you get an objection, you actually totally agree with them.
Yeah, completely.
And then you
That's it. The weird thing for me with real estate agents is that they're commission based, and that commission deal for a real estate
1%
agent.
or 2%?
No, 4%, 3%.
Okay.
But the
That's
problem
fine.
is that if they sign a deal in the first month, let's say, it's going to take them 3 or 4 months to get a deal to go through.
But that's just the industry.
Yeah.
But then the more deals they're doing like that,
Yeah,
closing,
exactly. But my problem is like from before, when they're coming on these calls, a lot of times like, yeah, I haven't closed in like 3 months. I haven't closed. So it's like, when's your next paycheck coming in? I'm not sure. I'm waiting for this.
Then it's pipeline. You have to develop their pipeline, and you show them how to.
You have to show them that leads are the most
It's
important.
called like how to get them out of like an area where they got 0. So this is like how you motivate them. So I show you. Did you see that chart, the skill and will chart?
Yeah, I love that.
So it's about coaching you through that to say this when they say this. The same way you sell to your prospects is how you sell to your sales team. You sell the ability to make more money in the future to your sales team by knowing their goals. It's the selling the other way around. When you learn management, you'll be like, you know, I had to sell my creative manager where we're going in the future. Then he's like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. You feel like you carry sales into everything you
My
do.
creative manager is getting commission in a quarter if he gets me. Our booking link in YouTube is unique.
Yeah.
So it's got unique parameters.
So if it's coming through there.
So it says if we book 25 calls from YouTube in the next quarter and they're from your videos that you've done, you will get this commission.
That's amazing.
And then he's now working even harder.
To get that, yeah.
Like now he'll go in, like in his day off, he's tweaking thumbnails, tweaking titles.
Yeah, to get that commission.
And you wouldn't do that
if
that
you didn't have
commission's
that there. Yeah.
Should we walk around?
Yeah, let's go.